So that's a tree I moved because the roots were going to rot from all the water, and I put it there to close this gap. Here's another gap I have where there's a lot of erosion. And this is where I had the archaeology video where I found the two kinds of pot and I put rocks down there. Now, I was thinking about putting a tree there. There's a little tree right there that I dug up beside the house. A little maple tree that I planted in that hole. But this oak tree, well, what I decided is I'm going to carve out part of this high point and plant this tree here. So it's got, room to grow. On that other side, I decided not to plant another maple right there in that gap because there's a few little oak trees that want to grow. And I've got some smaller shrubs and bushes I'm going to put in this edge row or whatever. But this tree here, a bigger pine tree had fallen down and bent it and 2 or 3 other little trees down to the ground. And it had tore most of this one's roots up out the ground. And it was laying on the wet ground where it might rot and die anyway. So that's why I decided to move it out of the woods and put it on my tree line. The top of it had gotten split and broken from the damage done by the tree falling on it. And it rotted about down to there from like my thumb up. And I cut it away so that water could drain off of it. You don't want the top of the tree being like this to collect water and just have all that dead wood for all types of fungi to colonize it and start eating away at it. And I don't know, there's no guarantee. I don't know that this tree is going to thrive here or make it or die, but, it's another one of them cases where it's got a better shot of making it here than where it was at. It'll get plenty of light. It'll have a little bit of a windbreak from the trees beside it and across the road and all. And it's just, it's in a good place where I want to put a fence row in the future. I'm building a living fence here. And it's going to be going in the gap.